What's going on, guys? Owen here with another video. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. So, latest Arsenal news. Of course, Arsenal are set to lose their young talent, a young winger. But before we go to that, I would like to give you some latest trending news, of course, about Arsenal. So, to start with, we are set to see new technology being practiced, or rather being tried, in the Arsenal versus Manchester City game. Last season, towards the end of last season, we saw the referee body cams being introduced to the Premier League, and the first game in this season that is set to try out the new technology is Arsenal versus Manchester City. Nonetheless, the Premier League has said that this technology is not to be seen, will not be played live. It will only be utilized on replays, and also the referee's body cam will not be used for critical stages of the game, say VAR and contesting issues. So that beats the sense, and since it's still being tried out, we can't really blame them a lot. Other news coming in, of course, is that Mikel Merino 2 days ago scored a hat trick against Turkey, and he played really, really well. Surprisingly, he played in the same position that Mikel Arteta had put him to play against Liverpool, despite the criticism that came against Mikel Arteta when Mikel Merino started the game against Spain and played in the same position and scored 3 goals. Everyone was out there applauding him, how good of an attacking player he is. But for Mikel Arteta, he got all the bad words. And Mikel Arteta has been waiting for just a little bit of motivation to start feeling more of Mikel Merino in the place of Odegaard, and I won't be shocked if I see him being fielded against Manchester City. Mikel Arteta, known for his Taliban way of playing, Al Qaeda and Taliban combined. Other news coming in, of course, Declan Rice requested the club to make some signings in the transfer season, and the club lived up to the expectation. They made a lot of signings. It's not surprising that Declan Rice submitted the request, considering how big the club were deficient last season in terms of their players, especially getting injuries for players such as Bukayo Saka, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes. So this season we are waiting to see if the club can go even higher in terms of position and also in the Champions League. Other news coming in, of course, is that there are some players at Arsenal who have been injured during the break. One of them is Christian Nogan, but we are hoping it's not a very critical injury and he's able to come back. About William Saliba, the time has been set at 3 to 4 weeks. We are expecting to see Piero Hincapié and also Christian Mosquera playing, partnering there with Gabriel Magalhaes. Arsenal are set to lose a talented winger who has also played as a striker sometimes for the Arsenal under 18. The player known as Dan Casey signed at Arsenal came to Arsenal in 2015 and has been here for 10 years. Nonetheless, he has decided to leave the club. Dan Casey is a boyhood Liverpool fan. He has said to be looking to have looked up to Felipe Coutinho and Steven Gerrard growing up, and later on to being at Arsenal, he used to look up to Martin Odegaard. So it's not surprising that the player has decided to leave. Arsenal have really tried to convince him to stay, but unfortunately, the player has already called it quits. Arsenal offered him a contract at the start of this season, this year, but the player turned down the contract. Arsenal will get compensation from Crystal Palace, and also they will get a sell-on clause in case the player is sold. Arsenal will get a percentage of the fee. That being said, thank you for the love and support, guys. If you've not liked the video, please do so, and also subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.